machine and that machine doing ruler work is we know that on this machine we're in control of the quilt, right? So you're now in control of the ruler and the quilt. That can be challenging. You just got to get a feel for it, right? Over there, you're like one-handed quilting, whipping the ruler.
That thing is so cool.
Yeah, it's way easier on Beamwork, but you can still do it on your sit down. And I have some clamps at home from a shelf behind my machine. I actually use the long arm clamps from Andy Quilter, and then I can prop my quilt up. Then the ruler work is way easier to just close, right? Okay, so let's just build a block around what I've already done here. Some stitches here.
Yeah. Got all his airplanes.
Knock out a wall, that's what I said. Not everybody can do that, but I seriously knocked out a wall to get my long arm in there. So you want to put even pressure on your ruler and go. And just keep it against the foot.
How long have you been doing this?
I started machine quilting 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Isn't she amazing?
Yes, because I started like 3 years
But
ago.
I quilt
and I still have.
every day, probably at least 350 days a year. And I quilt for hours on end because it is completely my passion. I absolutely love this so much. I can't even find the words. So that it takes.
Yeah.
You will never get better without practice. There's no fast
I
track.
agree.
And so not everybody has that kind of time.
No.
I'm semi-retired,
Yeah.
except for I have a quilting business, but I have the time to get up in the morning and start quilting and quilt until I can't see anymore. So that's where this comes from. So it does. So don't be intimidated by that. It's all what you have time to do. And you have to enjoy it too. You have to enjoy it, and that's the thing. Not everybody loves this. I would, this is my family, like seriously. And I am introverted. I'm not a people-eater person. But when I am quilting, I don't care who's watching me. I'll teach classes anything because it's such a passion for me, right? Okay, so then we'll just, I'm in Mayerthorpe actually. Mayerthorpe?
Okay.
But these guys are where I come from my quilting stuff. So we can add echo lines, and you can use the measurements on the ruler. So if I want an exact distance between what I've already stitched, these are 1/4 inch lines. Every ruler is going to be different. Okay, so just look at where you. Oh, look, there's numbers. So if I want to make sure that I'm going a 1/4 of an inch, because your
What do you think?
From your needle to your foot is a 1/4 of an inch, and then put this on that line, and I can go straight across.
So how big can she quilt something on this?
You can quilt any size quilt on this. Any size. And it does have a stitch regulator. She doesn't use it because she's awesome.
Okay.
But most of us use a stitch regulator so that speed you move your fabric determines the speed it stitches when you're in regulated mode. So you get nice even
So if you're going
stitches.
corner to corner, you got to make sure you leave
So
yourself
for me,
the room
where I
for
have to
that foot,
focus
right?
on
So
how
you
I'm
would
moving,
measure
I
it
can't
right
focus
there.
on how
Measure it right
my
there,
foot
and
is
I can go
either.
straight.
Okay.
Have enough.
Yeah, she's done enough that she's amazing.
So how much does a machine like this cost?
This is on for $69.99, and the sidearms are included. The fold downs, that's an extra on the table, and they're included as the show special.
So what's the difference between that, say, and the price of the long arm?
The Amera is $16. So this is not only a lot less space, it's easier on the budget.
Okay, yeah.
See, once again, you're my hero.
You gotta love it. If there's something else you love more, then you're probably doing that, right? So this is like kind of dot to dot quilting, so I'm just picking a spot and stopping there. The rulers are super fun.
So like, you think you could do a queen size quilt on this?
Absolutely. I've worked on a
Can
king
do a
size.
queen size quilt on here. Somebody told me they've already also done king size, but they have a clamp system arranged behind their machine so that they can lift the quilt in various spots.
Okay.
And so I don't do quilts that big because I just choose not to because the time's better for that for me.
I know.
She has both.
You can. You can.
And I actually have the weightless quilter set up to hold the quilt. And that's just an add-on, holds up the quilt, hold any size, and it's awesome when you're working on the bigger stuff. Takes the pressure off.
Yeah. I love to share what I do.
Look at her do
If somebody
feathers.
wants to learn to quilt, then I want them to love it.
Isn't that amazing?
So yeah, this is the kind of quilting that I do on a lot of my quilts at home. So you have like, somebody asked me earlier, I don't remember if it was one of you ladies, about marking. But if I'm doing a negative space area like this, then I mark, say, certain lines so that I know where I want to break designs through. So I'm not necessarily using the lines, I'm just like there for a visual. And then I do whatever